So we had a neighbor who was a founding farmer vendor at the Worthington market. And he said, if there's only one market, do Worthington. And that was the best advice we ever got.
It kind of all started with the desire to have our own honey instead of buying it from a store. And we started out with just a couple of beehives right here in this bee yard.
We've always attended the Worthington Farmers Market. It just made sense when we decided to sell the rolls to actually do it at the Worthington Farmers Market.
It's only 2 blocks up the street.
We grew up in Worthington. We are the first family of Sipple Family Farm. 23 years old when we bought this farm. When we signed the contract, we were 23 years old.
I think at one point in time, farmers markets there for a while, they were about popping up tents and people come in and people go, and that's where you go to get your fresh produce and that's it. But we want to change that. And so we do a lot of educating. I would say that's the biggest thing that we do on a day-to-day basis.
We really strive to make a good product. It's all done the old-fashioned way, which takes a lot longer, but it makes for a much better product.
If we're not going to do it right,
we don't want to do it. Yeah.
There's no way.
I mean, when people come up to our booth, they know they're talking to the people who are working with the animals, and we can vouch for everything.
Right.
From, everything that's happened for the animal and for that meat.
It's our responsibility to make sure that the products at market are safe.
Organic is just really important. It's much safer, I believe, for our family, and we're proving that it can be done. It can be done that way, in a safer way, and still be, a successful way of farming.
And for us, it's a nice life. It's a nice day, being out there in the pasture.
Yeah, for us, it's what makes sense for everything. For us, for the cows, for the land. And it's like the end product is great. That's not necessarily what we were going for. We're going for what felt right.
Talk to the vendor, hear the story about their product. Let them tell you why they're there and what they're selling, and you'll hear a story. And then you'll realize that when I purchased this, I know where it came from. I can probably go visit the vendor or see the place where it was actually raised or produced.
Sometimes we'll even say, oh my gosh, can you believe our rolls are in all these people's houses? It's almost like when people come to our booth, it's not like they have to purchase. It's almost like they come for the samples, and we have a lot of samples, and it's almost like a breaking bread kind of thing.
It's
like
a little community,
It's like
they
a little
come and try samples. Some people get samples every week and just do the sample.
The market's grown a lot, and whenever I say that, I think people automatically think the number of vendors or the size of the market. I think growth it starts with quality. That's the most important thing to me, is improving the quality. And it's not just the quality of the product, it's the quality of the experience for everybody.
It's really well attended by the community, supported by the community. It's a great market.
It's my home. I'll always think of it as my home. And my husband grew up in Worthington as well. And it's a fun market. I actually enjoy going to market, setting up and selling things to people that enjoy it and say thank you and come back the next week for more.
We're starting to get the reputation of being the highest quality market now and the most diverse market. The number of vendors that we have at Worthington who are individual to us is unbelievable. And we love that. We love saying you can only get up the lane at Worthington. You can only get curly tail at Worthington. And we feel really lucky to have that opportunity.
The Worthington market doesn't just support our farm, it kind of created our farm. It kind of shaped it. First season, we ran out of meat in 5 weeks. And there was such a demand for grass-fed beef, and 100 acres of ground and about 50 head of cattle is not enough to satisfy that one booth. And we sell out at 10:30.
I say to people all the time that a farmer's market is far more than just the exchange of money for goods. It's a way to meet people, it's a way to try new things, it's a way to be more connected, get involved in your community. It's so much more than that, and we want to make it more of an experience for everybody involved.